We're live and recording. Good morning.
Oh,
Good
wow.
morning. Happy birthday, dear Kate.
Oh, happy birthday, dear Leora. I still haven't got over how cool that is. We share a birthday. I can't remember when we discovered this.
Who would have planned that? That's just bloody awesome.
Yeah. And I'd like to celebrate your golden jubilee. I'm wearing a golden jumper in honour of your golden jubilee.
Whereas I'm wearing a lacy bra. Well,
I say, in honour of my bra.
That's a bloody miracle.
Well, how very exciting.
That's something. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
50 years. Whoopee. It's cool. It's cool, which has sparked what we're going to have it's going to be a quick chat today. What is going to be our quick chat? Because I am noticing the absolute irony and pleasure of the fact that I am ovulating right now. And ovulating, I know, ovulating when you're turning 50.
If I could do that noise, I'd do that noise, but I can't. There it goes.
Right now, can you see those over?
Yeah, I can feel it. Oh, the shudder from Shenley.
Popping out all over the place.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, it just feels hilarious, actually. It feels, with my heart to everyone on the fertility journey, and this is different, but for my personal situation, it feels hilarious to be in this deep summer place on a midlife half-century day. It's perfect in lots of ways, and I'm really, really grateful in lots of ways. And there's a little hint of irony, because this is the point in perimenopause where this is not going to be occurring every single cycle. And the cycles build up where this is not occurring. So right now I can relish celebrating a birthday in an ovulatory, summery way. But it's not that way every month. So, yeah. Kate, I know you're brimming with an ovulatory.
Oh, yeah, well, I haven't ovulated for about 7 years, I suppose, 8 years. And just hearing you talk about it now, I feel, I feel really sad. There's still that grief there, actually. It still feels like, oh, yeah, I really miss it. I still really miss it. There are other ways that I access that full summer, expansive, expressive, connecting energy in my life. So it's not that it's gone. As you can hear, my life is sort of in full flow around me. The rat man. The rat man is here. The compost story is for another day, but where were we? Not rats. Not compost. Ovulation. That's
talking autumn.
Yeah.
Summer and lack of you.
Yeah. So I think that allowing the grief for this is a really big part of perimenopause. And ovulation is a time when it's very popular out in the world, because we're much more connected, much more present to other people. And, we like it because our egos are quite affirmed and we're feeling quite, like we're proper people. And saying goodbye to that is a massive deal. And, not that doesn't exist in a different way post-menopause and through the menopause process and through the perimenopause process, but it's different. And there's that particular saying goodbye to that particular quality for me was quite a big bit of perimenopause. And
it comes
people quite often talk about flatlining, don't they?
Yeah, and because in perimenopause, me experiencing the anovulatory cycles when there is that, you're waiting for some kind of summer high, and it just doesn't come, and there is that element of flatlining. It's really real. And you know, what you talk about with grief, how I'm approaching it is that every cycle where I'm not ovulating, I'm in the moment acknowledging that grief, so that, you know, I'm trying to protect myself, I guess, so that it doesn't feel like, oh, whoa, I've gone for this many months without ovulating, and the sort of grief hits in a huge way. I'm taking my time to acknowledge that what this flatlining feels like, and then trying to draw on the gifts of, well, okay, so I'm not feeling that ovulatory summer high, but where am I on with the other seasons, and can I draw anything from the autumnal, can I draw anything from the wintry feelings that are more present?
Can you give a specific example of what you mean? Put you on the spot there.
Yeah,
like a sort of like everyday kind of thing.
That is a put on the spot, because
sorry, I can bang on a bit while you have a think.
When I'm in this summer mindset, it's.
Shall I bang on a bit while you have a think, or does something come to mind?
I think when, particularly if it becomes autumnal, because you can feel that that you're in a premenstrual phase for a lot of the cycle. So it's really acknowledging what is it, what for me a lot, it's the critic. So when the critic is popping up really loudly in a premenstrual kind of way, I really take my time to write and feel into that this voice is present, where I'd usually be expecting something more kind, but that's not there. So it's having a conversation and really acknowledging that, say, the critic voice that does speak quite loudly. So it's what we do, womankind.
Yeah.
It's really treating it all with as much kindness as possible and acknowledging the grief.
I think one of the things that has been really helpful for me is that in very like you mentioned writing, journaling through, is being involved in my creative process. So whatever that looks like, you know, it could be digging the garden or making something or writing or whatever.
Birthing rats.
Don't get into the rats. Please don't get into the rats, because I'll lose them. That's so cute. It's so toxic. Anyway, not the rats. Because I can lose myself in that, and because it does create a sort of an oxytocin rush with that, and all that connectivity. You know, I connect in with myself, and if I choose to share what I've made or thought about or created, then there's that sort of communication. So it kind of comes around the corner a bit. And lots of massage, self-massage. You know, I can always, I'm a great fan of self-soothing. I can always soothe myself, you know, my hands are always available, so there's that too. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go? Because I'd have to run off and go and have I have to go off and get some oxytocin and have a bloody good time. Damn it.
Me too. So yeah, I think that's enough on appreciating ovulation when it's there, and then the acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And finding those little soothing moments and soothing moments too. But I love the idea of tapping into the creative process, because that's always going to be going around.
It's available in all seasons in some shape or form. And you know, I do feel very strongly that all seasons are available to all of us. You know, it's not something that that drops off like a you know, it's not something that you lose. It's just that you access it in a different way. So it's still there, but it just takes a little kindness to drop into sometimes.
That's what we invite in. So I will put the link to Perimenopause Unwrapped, which has another week and a few days for you to sign up to. So I'll put the link to that and say, have the most gorgeous birthday day, my dear.
Yeah, you too, huh? Right. Thank you so much. I love chatting with you. It's really good.
You too. Love you.
Bye.